Good morning all. This is your answer figure for a DC machine. It can be DC generator or DC motor. It can be series wound generator or shunt wound generator. It is not a compound machine. N1 has sectional front elevation. We can draw this same diagram for series as well as shunt machines. Okay. The basic difference between the series and shunt machine with the compound machine is that here you can see the winding. This is our field winding. So we can use this representation for series field winding as well as for the shunt field winding. But for a compound field winding, compound generator is a combination of series and shunt windings. So there will be a separation at this point and with different shading. From that we can see that it is a compound machine. So if in the university question paper, if it is asked to draw the compound machine, you have to make the difference at this field winding, show a separation and do different shading for the series field winding and shunt field winding. And in the question, the height of the pole core is given. This is the height of the core 140. Okay, so this is our pole core with the pole shoe. Height of the pole is given, and the width of the yoke is also given. I have already sent you the question, so go through the question. Then we can see that the width of the yoke is given, and this is our armature. This is our armature part. Okay, armature. On the outer periphery there are slots. Here we can see that 3 slots. They are semi-closed slots. And in the question, outer diameter of the armature is given and inner diameter of the armature is also given, so that you can fix the height of the semi-closed slots. And in the question, sometimes it may be given the dimension of the slots. So in our question, the height of the slot is given and width of the slot is also given, so that you can draw it easily. Okay, so now you fixed the outer diameter of the armature winding and inner diameter of the armature and winding and semi-closed slots. If it is not specified, you can select it as a semi-closed slot. There are 2 types of slots, generally closed and semi-closed, or can be open. And this one is the interpole. Height of the interpole is given in the question. Okay, height of the interpole is also given. And this is our leg support. The dimensions of the leg support is not given in our question, but in some questions it may be given. Here we can see the 2 legs, and dimensions of the leg is also given. Okay, here are the dimensions of the legs. The question it is not given, but you can assume it, or you can simply draw the legs of the support. But the thing is that the same leg should be drawn on right side and left side, or the dimensions of the leg support on the left side and the right side should be same. And here you can do any shading. Actually the same thing is repeated in the lower half section. Here also the same thing is repeated in the lower half section. That's why we have not shown here. So simply you can draw like this. Actually these things are the this is for the air circulation in the machine, and these are the spider wheels provided on the machine, and this one is the shaft of the machine. Okay, and after drawing almost all the data related to the end view will be given. This one is the end view, and this one is the end view, and this one is the sectional front elevation. So some data related to end view will be given, and all the other dimensions you have to assume. So here in our question we can see that almost 12 dimensions are given. All the other dimensions we have to assume. So in that means you have to find a ratio, or you have to find the relationship between these 2 diagrams. Okay, so first what you have to do is to extend lines from the left side to the right side. So this is the axis of the shaft. So this is our shaft, this is our shaft. Okay, so axis of the shaft is extended to the right side, and the or the radius of the shaft is also extended, so that you will get this line. Okay, and then what main thing is, the outer diameter of the armature is extended to this value, this here. Okay, here up to this value, and the um, from the pole is also extended a line, so you will get the air gap between the pole and the armature. So you now you got the distance between, or the air gap between pole and armature. And all the sometimes it will be given the distance, this is 240, sometimes it will be given, or else you can assume it, or from the figure itself you can measure this one and you can draw it like this. Okay, and this is the overhang of the machine, and I don't know what this part is, and there are some mechanical fittings are also there, and this is the basic or the common shape of the DC machine. So you have to remember the shape of the machine. This will be okay from the figure itself, or you have seen some motor and generator in at home as well as on the industry. So this will be the outer, if you look into the machine, this will be the shape of the machine, and these are some fittings required for supporting the machine. And this part is known as the commutator. Half section is and half section line is shown. So these things you have to draw, but here the dimensions of this part is not given, but the dimension of the up to this part is 400, then 400, then 220. So you take that dimension 220, 400 and 400, and based on that 400, based on that given dimension, you have to fix the length of the shape of the commutator. The shape should be same, and the size of the commutator as compared to the machine should be less. Okay, it is the height of the commutator is less than the overhang, so the height that you have to check it, and there will be no specific dimensions will be given in the question. So from the figure, this figure itself, you should have a clear idea about what should be the height of the commutator and what should be the shape of the commutator. So this is our commutator, wedge shaped commutator, and these two are the brush connecting the brush and slip rings. Okay, and these are some mechanical parts which connect the commutator to the machine firmly. And these things are actually, it is the outer part. Here you can see some ventilation, here also you can do some designs. Okay, you repeat the same, or you can simply draw, but ventilation should be there. That means we have to show that there is a ventilation provided in the machine. Okay, and there will be support. Okay, if you look from here, then we can see that there is a support also.